the way people might talk when they've known each other for 10 years, but don't really know each other at all. Freddie, don't you think I have an existence of my own? A life of hopes and dreams that doesn't have anything to do with the Longbridge family or Winged Eagles?
Jack, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Just listen to me. Listen to me. I had the bad luck to fall in love once in my life in a church in England. 5 seconds before you went and got married. Oh, Freddie. My darling, darling Freddie. I've always loved you. Please, let me try to make you love me. I mean, how could any man be fool enough to leave you? I told Tony that he was out of his mind. Every time I saw him with another girl, I warned him that he was nuts. I mean, thank God he didn't listen to me.
My God. Did you just sit around and talked about me?
Well,
Did he tell you all the ugly, sad, private details of what was going on between us? Did you talk about me with his girlfriends? Did you explain how I didn't understand his old buddy? My God! You knew everything all along, and I never dreamed. I never dreamed.
give me the tower. Who's that? Joe. Yeah, it's Jock. Listen, I've been calling around all night looking for Freddie. You haven't seen her, have you? What? She took off in the Bonanza when? Damn it, she was in no condition to fly.
Every time I saw him with this girl, I warned him he was nuts.
I won't marry you, Ferry. It's not enough.
Every time I saw him with another girl, I warned him he was nuts.
I won't marry you, Ferry. I won't marry you. It's not enough.
Every time I saw him with another girl, I warned him he was nuts.
I won't marry you, Ferry. It's not enough.
Mrs. Longbridge. Mrs. Longbridge. Mrs. Longbridge. Your mother's here. Would you like to see her? All right, but it'll just be for a few minutes. I spoke to your ex-husband a number of times in England, but not as often as I spoke to Mr. Hampton. He's been here since the accident. Would you like to see him? Are you sure?
Dr. Davis, telephone, please. Dr. Davis, telephone, please. Dr. Blair, Dr. Blair, Dr. J. Hamilton, Dr. J. Hamilton.
Well, we're over the rough part.
My God.
Thanks for everything, Doc.
Can we see her now?
You can see her, Mrs. DeLancelle, but I'm afraid that she doesn't want to see you, Mr. Hampton. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, for
I'm
5
sorry.
minutes at
She
least.
meant no, and I can't disturb her about
Well, wait
it.
a...
Jock, be patient. Freddie's all right. And that's what counts.
Dr. Oranger, line 3. Dr. Oranger, line 3.
Oh, Mother. Hello, my darling. How are you? I'm all right now that you're here. How's Annie? She's all right. Jock's been taking care of her. He was worried sick about you. Why won't you see him? He's the reason that I'm here. Jock.
He knew all about Tony and other women. And he used that to gain an advantage.
How?
It's not important, Mother. Everything is over for me now. Even flying.
Nonsense, my darling. You'll fly again, Freddie. In time, you'll forget this bitter memory.
When I took off in that plane, I hated every man in my life. I hated Tony for leaving me, Mac for dying, and Jock for being so cruel and dishonest. I'll never be able to forgive him.
Love has its risks, just like flying. Don't be afraid to love again, Freddie. It's what's missing from your life right now.
I like a woman who knows how to get the best from a lobster. Damn it, Eve, I'm gonna miss the hell out of you.
Oh, those dinners, all those movies. You're a wonderful friend, Jock. You never let us feel alone for a minute. I don't know what Annie and I would have done without you all this time.
Eve, listen, about Freddie.
I've tried, Jock. I've asked her every week, and it's always the same.
I never had a chance with her.
Once Freddie's cast you out of her life, there isn't much hope. She doesn't even mention Tony. She's been terribly hurt, Jock.
She's different from every other female. She always was. No other girl ever came close.
I won't argue that with you.
It's Mac. Swede told me she never got over him. Just what in hell was so special about him?
He was the first man in Freddie's life. She gave herself so completely, so blindly, and then he was gone. It was a terrible time. She measured every man by Mac. Not by who he was, but who he had to be.
Hi, Freddie.
Well, when can I expect them? Hold on.
Look, I'll call you right back.
Good morning. Yeah, good morning.
I want out. No strings.
What the hell are you talking about?
No, sweet. What do we need her for anyway? Business is great, all the planes are flying, full loads in both directions, and we're making our stockholders very happy.
You buy my stock, or I sell it on the open market. Now, whatever you can do to make this as painless as possible, I'd appreciate it.
Painless? Painless for who?
Marcel, I just don't understand this delay with my loan.
All vineyard loans are being delayed, Paul.
This is most inconvenient. The very worst time.
We have always backed the great champagne houses, you know that. Your business has not been good, Paul. None of the houses is doing well, but some have more capital endowment. Banking is a business too. When the region does poorly, so do we.
You're not going to turn me down.
You have borrowed on all of your assets. We can only make a small loan on the equipment. I am sorry. Yes, Vicomte. Your father was just here. I made him a loan as he requested. But he has nothing left to borrow against. Absolutely nothing.
Hello, darling.
Hello. How did it go?
Well, I didn't get the amount I asked for. But the bank will lend us enough money to get us through the next harvest.
If it had gone well, you would have called me from town.
We'll make it. The champagne houses will just have to pool their resources. Of course, it would have been different if we'd had the treasure. I blame myself every day for Bruno. Every day of my life. We've all had to suffer for it. It was hard for me to believe I could hate my own son. I promised you a good gallop. So come on, let's race.
gone, madam.
Got you some magazines for the flight. Now listen, Freddie. You call me if you need anything at all. Your mother's a brave lady. She's been through a war. She's gonna get through this. Don't you worry about that flight. I looked her over. That Constellation's a damn nice little airplane. Hey. You're gonna be okay. Huh?
Would you like a pillow? May I take your coat?
No, thank you. I'm cold.
The cabin will warm up once we take off.
Dear Lord, we prepare a place for Paul de Lancel where there shall be peace always. He will in death, as in life, share in your earth of so many bountiful harvests. And with his salvation will be everlasting love from his memory for his wife Eve,
Your father would not have wanted you here. I will not allow you to disgrace his memory. Leave at once.
well, I will not let you deprive me of my greatest pleasure.
Oh, filthy bastard! Oh.
He killed father.
You know Monsieur Offray the notaire. I have given him some papers. He has studied them. I'll now distribute a copy to each of you. The laws of the Republic are simple. 1/3 to my father's wife, and the remainder divided among his children. But that is unnecessary in our situation.
What are you saying?
I've waited for this moment. My father married a whore and brought disgrace on our family.
How dare you?
As you can see from the papers, our father mortgaged all the assets of Chateau Valmont, the house, the fields, the reserve of champagne, and could not pay. When he defaulted, I made every single payment with great pleasure. Now, all that goes with the house of Valmont belongs to me.
I can't believe this.
My attorneys are seeing to it that the final papers arrive promptly. In any event, I shall be in possession of Valmont in about 48 hours. Leave here. Now. I never want to see any of you again.
Stop right there! Get him off the horse. Yes, sir. Get up! Come on! Get him up.
I was there when you killed my father.
Come on, go, go!
Account paid in full.
What do we do now, Captain?
We report the hunting accident at headquarters, my boy.
The accident, Captain?
An accident if ever I saw one.
Oh, Mother. I used to think I had the answers to everything. But with Mac's death and Tony's leaving me, I wonder what kind of life I have. Flying is a nightmare to me after the crash. Flying, my first love. I can never take a plane up again. I've lost the horizon.
Your father said that a harvest, like life, is always problematical. Spring bounty is no guarantee of autumn fulfillment. Life has no guarantees either. You can either ride your dreams like a thoroughbred or drag behind like a pack mule. I understand your feelings of loss and disappointment, but even a perfect champagne can't last forever. But it does leave a special glow in the back of your throat after you've swallowed it. That glow is called a farewell. Another chance to remember. A reminder that life does go on, no matter how hard it seems sometimes. Goodbye, Freddie. Give Annie a big hug for me, okay?
you.
Bye, Freddie.
Goodbye. You take care.
How dare he do this?
He's been out with her almost every afternoon since you've been gone.
How could you let him? Ooh.
There she is. Now remember, Freddie, you were flying at Annie's age.
Annie!
Nice job.
Oh, Annie. Oh.
Did you see me, Mom? Did you?
I saw you all right. You did fine.
Oh, Mom, I did not. I was all over the place. That's what Jock said anyway. But each time I get a little better.
Of course you will.
He says I have a lot to learn. I wanted to surprise you because I knew how sad you were about Grandpa. It was all my idea. Jock thinks you're gonna get mad because I made him give me lessons.
Why don't you go up to the lunch counter and wait with Sweet, okay?
All right, Mom.
All right, hon. Get out of there.
Why should I?
Because I want to tell you what I think of you.
That's too tempting to turn down.
I was going to tear you apart with my bare hands. Until I saw how happy Annie was. I figure some of the credit goes to you.
Thanks. She's a natural, Freddie. Just like you.
Watching Annie, it takes me back so long ago. There was someone who taught me how to fly.
Mac. Yeah, your mother told me.
Made it very easy for me.
Oh, you make it easy, Freddie, or you make it impossible. It's always full throttle, both ways.
Does that bother you?
Never has, never will. How many times do I have to tell you I like you just the way you are? Listen, let's take up this little kite, huh?
No.
Come on. Come on, I've always wanted to fly with you, and it's the best time of day to watch the sunset.
No.
Come on.
Damn it, Jock, I've completely lost my nerve since the accident. I can't even get into the plane.
I don't know what you want out of life, but you are not allowed to lose your nerve. I mean, damn it all, Freddie. You know, something, I had a little dog when I was a kid. I never could figure her out. Just when she's supposed to be inside by the fire, she's outside in the rain.
I bet your dog ran away.
How'd you know that? I told you once that I fell in love for keeps when I first set my eyes on you. The years between, I've tried to make it disappear. I don't want to be in love with you.
You may not want to, but you are. I like single-mindedness in a man. It's a lovable quality.
I am never going to lose you. And I'm never going to let you go. So, lady, we are going flying. Now.
It's Mom!
You okay?
Yeah.
It's all yours, partner.
All right, I've got it.